What's up YouTube, Swaggertron here, and today we're going to be doing some post-commentary with Dark Magicians versus Madolches. So let's get started. As you can see, we're going to start things off. We're going to use Spellbook of Secrets to get Blue Boy, and then we're just going to summon him to get Spellbook of Knowledge. Right now, our hand is okay. Right now we're going to try to dig for Dark Magicians so we can get our Magicians Navigate live. And we have a couple ways of doing that thanks to the Spellbook stuff and then Pile of Duality. Alright, activate Knowledge. Let's see what we're going to draw. Alright, so we drew Eternal Soul and Dark Magicians. That's pretty good. Now let's activate that Duality, see what we could get. Alright, so we're going to get Magician's Rod. It sucks that we can't use Rod because we already committed to our normal summon, but at least we have Rod for later on. So we can search out Dark Magic Circle. So we're going to set our Eternal Soul and just navigate and pass. Opponent's turn. I believe he's going to start off with Lone Fire Blossom. Yeah, so he's going to summon Lone Fire Blossom, tribute Lone Fire Blossom a couple times, and then go into the whole Predator Plant stuff. The reason why people would do the whole Lone Fire thing is just so they could deck them. It's pretty good. So he tributes. He finally gets through all of the Lone Fire Blossoms, gets to the Predator Plant. Scorpio will get Cobra, and then Cobra will search out Brilliant Fusion. To activate Scorpio, he pitched that Symphonic card that gives you another normal summon. So I guess he really needed this normal summon thing to happen with his deck. So he activated Brilliant Fusion and then sends the Gem Knight and Trick Clown to get Seraph Knight out, and then Trick Clown will trigger, special summon itself. Honestly, in Link format, Brilliant Fusion is freaking dumb, but it is what it is. Alright, so he's going to use that extra normal summon to summon the cat, and then the cat will special summon Who Cake. He's going to take Seraph Knight and then one to Seraph Knight and the Predator Plant and Trick Clown to summon Decode Talker. Then use Who Cake to special summon Angeli. The Angeli will get Messenger Gelato, then Messenger Gelato will get the ticket. That's a lot of shit that just happened, Jesus. Alright, so he overlays 2 of his level 3s to make X-Saber Invoker. Invoker will get Messenger Gelato. Since there's Who Cake out, Messenger Gelato will trigger again to get the field spell. So he has both of his Madolche spells, which is problematic. So he's going to overlay both of his Messenger Gelatos into the Queen. Okay, we got the Queen. The thing that people need to remember about the Queen, because Madolches aren't really too meta, so people might not remember this, but Madolche Tiramisu does not target. That's a big problem. So he's going to activate the Queen's effect to return 2 Madolches from his graveyard to his deck. So now he could bounce back 2 cards on the field back into the owner's deck. So when he decides to activate that, I activate both of my traps in response because they're the only cards he's going to send back on the field, honestly. So I might as well activate them. I'm going to activate my Eternal Soul. And then I'm going to chain my Magician's Navigate. I'm going to use Eternal Soul to get out the Dark Magic attack from my deck, just as decked in. And then Magician's Navigate to special summon the Dark Magician from my hand. And another Dark Magician from my deck. Normally I would summon special summon Dark Magician and Dark Illusion. But since Dark Illusion in my hand, I just settled for another Dark Magician. Alright, so I'm going to get the Dark Magic attack thanks to Eternal Soul. Alright, so the Queen's effect will resolve. And he's gonna bounce back Eternal Soul and the Dark Magician on the field. Since when Queen's effect resolves, Eternal Soul was technically on the field. My Dark Magicians are unaffected by it, which is lucky for me. I'm not gonna lie, when this duel was happening in real time, when he bounced back my Eternal Soul, I was confused as to why Dark Magician survived that. Because when Eternal Soul leaves the field, it's supposed to destroy all monsters that you control. But it didn't. And the reason why is because when Eternal Soul leaves the field, it starts a chain. And once that chain resolves, it destroys all your monsters. But if Eternal Soul leaves the field and is sent into your deck, it can't form that chain, so which means the chain can't resolve, and then you keep your monsters. So good to know. So his Madolche's ticket will activate because he returned a couple of Madolches from his graveyard to his deck. And then in response to that, I'm going to activate the Dark Illusion in my hand to special summon them. And I believe take it less than summon. Yeah, he summons what is this? Madolche Pudding Cess. I believe you could special summon. You could special summon the Madolche because of Tiramisu is on the field. Alright, so he activates the field spell, which returns all his Madolches in the graveyard to his deck, and then gives all his Madolches 500 attack. He's gonna use Pudding Cess attack into my defense illusion. It'll give him damage because his defense point is higher, but Pudding Cess has an effect where he attacks into a monster, it destroys the monster, so good play on his part, I guess. Alright, so he's gonna attack my Dark Magician with Decode Talker. Decode Talker has 3300 attack, and Decode Talker on his own is actually problematic for Dark Magician because Decode Talker's effect makes it so you can't really target anything on the field because it just tributes something. And that's the problem because Dark Magician mostly relies on targeting to get rid of stuff. So I need to get rid of that card ASAP. So luckily, I have Apprentice Magician in my hand, so I can just discard that and give my Dark Magician 2000 attack, so he's 4500, and then he can destroy Decode Talker, which is big. So that means Decode Talker is off the field, so I can start banishing his stuff next turn. And now he's just gonna finish up his battle phase by using the Queen's attack over Dark Magician. Alright, my turn. I'm gonna normal summon. Actually, no, I'm gonna activate Dark Magic attack first. Destroy all his spells and traps because screw those two. Those two are a problem. I'm gonna normal summon Rod. Okay, with Rod, I have two options. I can either get Eternal Soul, so I could have the ability to keep bringing back my Dark Magician install, or I could get Dark Magic Circle, and then use Dark Magic Circle's effect to hopefully get into Eternal Soul or some type of trap that could special summon Dark Magician, and then start banishing things from his field. And I decided to go with the Dark Magic Circle play, so we're gonna get that, and now we're gonna activate it and hope that we get something to special summon Dark Magician. So let's see what we get. So we activate it and we got lucky. We got a Dark what's it called? Dark Magic Inheritance. So now we can activate it, banish 2 spells from our graveyard, and then we're gonna add Eternal Soul. So now we're set. We have Eternal Soul and we have Dark Magic Circle, so we have the whole Dark Magician setup that we need. So now we can start clearing out some of the stuff he has on this field. Alright, so we're gonna go battle phase. Dark Magician is gonna attack over his queen just to get her off the field. And then we're gonna have Rod attack into X-Saber Invoker. I could have attacked into Pudding Cess or Fruit Cake, but I wanted Magician's Rod into the graveyard, just so during my opponent's turn I can activate Eternal Soul, bring back a Dark Magician, and then have Magician's Rod's effect triggered by tributing the Dark Magician, so I can add it back to my hand so I can reuse it in case anything happens. And also getting rid of Evoker is big too, so he can't make it'll be hard for him to make another queen. So he's gonna activate Fruit Cake's effect to banish something, so he could special summon Legend Gelato. Legend Gelato's effect. Oh no, he's not gonna use it, never mind. I forgot he has all his spells in the graveyard already. So he's gonna normal summon Madeline, search out Angela. He's gonna make Mrs. Radiant. I don't think that's the best play, but it's whatever. So he's gonna overlay Madeline with Legend Gelato to make Utopia. And in response to that, I'm going to activate Eternal Soul to special summon Dark Magician and then banish Utopia. And then do the whole thing I was talking about with Rod to like tribute Dark Magician to add it back to my hand. But when Dark Magician is summoned and banishes his Utopia, he's just going to end up scooping up here because I guess he pretty much gives up because there's not very much he could do. Okay. When my opponent overlaid into Utopia, that was a misplay on my part. I shouldn't have let him summon that. The reason why is because let's say he didn't make Utopia. Let's say instead of Utopia he made something like Tornado Dragon. Tornado Dragon on his own will single-handedly destroy Dark Magician because it just destroys spells and traps, and that's a big problem. And it's a quick effect too, so it's really hard to work around that. So it would have been better if I had banished either his Messenger Gelato or Mageline, so he couldn't have made a rank 4 to begin with. That would have probably been the better. That would have definitely been the better play on my part. So just a misplay there. If you're playing Dark Magician and you ever go against a rank 4 deck, just always keep in mind that Tornado Dragon is a card and it will wreck you if you're playing Dark Magician. But yeah, that's it for the duel. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys on the next one.